The acronym to focus is follow one course until successful. FOCUS, focus. Follow one course until successful. If you wish to achieve your weight loss goals, your toning goals, your weight gain goals, whatever kind of fitness goals that you wish to achieve, you have to have focus. You have to make sure that you are focused on one goal and doing anything in your power in order to get there. And I believe very strongly in that acronym, following one course until successful. My name is CJ. This is Evolve Strong with CJ. I help you lose 10 pounds and 5 inches in 28 days. I've been quite successful at this. And I'll tell you why. Because over the last 28 years of being in this industry, teaching no less than 6 to 10 classes, sessions a day, 6 to 7 days a week. Let's do the math real quick. 28 years times 365 times, let's just say 8 classes. That's 81,000 hours of training. Now, yes, I'm being a little boastful. Probably that's a little less, but for the most part, this is what I've dedicated my life to. And I have a specific strategy. I have a specific protocol that I use when I am training an individual in order to achieve their goals. And I've refined my approach to a point where pretty much got it down pat. Now, I'm not perfect, and dealing with the human body is so interesting and amazing. And everybody is different. I get that. But there are certain baseline strategies that I use and tactics that I use that get results 100% of the time. Now, certain strategies may not work for certain individuals. Like some individuals don't want to come in here and get their ass whooped to a point where they want to throw up and bounce around all day and get yelled at by me. But we have individuals here like Cody, trainers that are, they're very deliberate in their approach. They're very caring. They're a lot more refined in their approach than I, because he's a scientist, man. He's an exercise scientist. We have Dawn, who has a lot of gray hair like me, who's been in the industry. He's an industry titan. So he's a OCB competitor. He puts on the OCB shows here. He is very caring with his clients. But we have different strategies, different ways of doing this, but the baseline tactics are all there. And if you follow the Phoenix method, our method, I know that we could get you there. Now, this is true of anything. Now, I do have to say, like if you do Jillian Michaels' routine on her app, more than likely, you're going to get results if you stick with it. And if you make the small little pivots necessary in order to get there. The problem lies is when you start a program and in 3 to 4 weeks, you jump to another program and you're not getting the results that you desire. Then you jump to another program. Then you stop altogether saying it's not working. Stop that insanity. You have to focus on one program and learn from it and do exactly what that program is supposed to have you do in order to get the results you desire. Stop jumping around. It takes time. If you find yourself 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight, it didn't take you 4 weeks to get there. I know it didn't. It took you years and years of bad habits, coping mechanisms that get you to that point, period. You may have given your all to your family, to your work, and you forgot all about yourself. You're probably handling stress like I do, dropping off at Maverick to get an apple fritter, right? Cranberry fritter, pardon me. I love cranberry fritters, by the way. I get it. You get home, you're tired. All you want to do is drink a beer and, eat takeout because you're too tired to cook. I get it. I understand, but it took you years to get there. And it's going to take you at least a couple months in order to break those habits and get back to a point where you have formalized new habits. And scientifically, habit formation does not even occur until 80 to 90 days out. So it's going to take you probably about 2 to 3 months just to get kind of like a rhythm back to where you need to be. Does that make sense? So you really, really, really got to stick with something. Stick with the program until you start getting the results you desire. And again, some of you guys may have such high insulin resistance that it's going to take a little while for that to calm down. Some of you need to go get your hormones checked because, you can't build muscle without testosterone, gentlemen. So some of us with low T, like myself, I had to go get that taken care of. Some of us, may have bad knees, bad shoulders that we need to rehab before we can actually increase intensity. Some of us may have some issues, with eating that we need to take front and figure out. But again, as your trainer and as professionals, no matter who you go with, you got to give us an opportunity to keep moving. Now, you got to give, and it's not even us. It's not us. Let me take this out of my part, put it back on you. You got to give yourself opportunity and time. You got to be resilient, especially when you're not getting the results at the beginning. And then you got to hold yourself accountable for sticking with the freaking plan. Quit bouncing around and quit giving up. Quit bouncing around and quit giving up and stay focused. This is true with your finances. This is true with your relationships. I was listening to, I forget his name, one of the big speakers, and he was talking about, if passion in your relationship is important, you will be passionate. But if it's not important, you won't be passionate. If love is important in your relationship, you're going to be in love. But if love is not important and you just want passion, then you're going to be Tinder dating all the time, right? So listen, guys, same thing is true with your fitness. If you want to be passionate about your fitness, you're going to be passionate. If you really, really, really want the goals that you want to achieve, and the pain of change is less than the pain of staying the same, then you'll probably be passionate about really getting fit or really losing that weight. And again, weight loss is only one measurement. Weight loss is one measurement. But if you become more mobile, become stronger, if you feel more confident, if your hormonal structures with burning off all of the stress hormones become better, and you become better at making decisions throughout the day because you're in a better mental state, because you're moving again and your body's alive, these are all results. These are all fantastic results that you get. A sedentary lifestyle, you're just dying. You're just dying on the vine. You are. You got to begin to move. You got to learn to love to move as well. And that takes time. That takes at least 2 to 3 months to start developing those habits. It does. And a lot of times when life gets in the way, sometimes you lose it and then you have to rebuild it again. Sometimes you lose it and sometimes you have to rebuild it again. But that's where the accountability comes in. That's where the resilience comes in. And again, you don't just pray overnight and then become resilient. You got to act. You got to do things. You got to show up. That's how you build resiliency. You got to get knocked down, but then you got to learn how to get your ass back up. And a lot of times what happens is us as trainers or professionals, we can lend a helping hand and help you up. That's our job. That's what we do. That's why I have, Doc Shaw Marie out there helping with my hormones. That's why I have Doc Sock with orthopedic surgeon that helps with all like the other stuff. I have great individuals that I put my shoulder on, that I cry on every day. My best friend Pete, he hears me out, then he tells me the truth, and then I have to man up, I have to alpha up, and I have to figure shit out. I have my partner at home that is just so freaking supportive, Adonis. After a stressful day, him just coming up and giving me a big old hug, and just being smiling and being the ding dong he is, that just livens me up. My support network is amazing. And that's what my focus is. I'm focused on being passionate and loving with my partnerships. I'm focused on being passionate and loving with evolving my clientele. I'm passionate about being focused with evolve in my friendships. This is my life. This is what I love. And this is why I flourish. And this is why I've been able to sustain COVID, construction, bad partnerships, all different kinds of bullshit. I've stayed focused. I've not changed. A lot of people see where I'm at today, but they do not understand the bullshit that I've had to get through to get here. Very few of them actually understand my full story. And but it takes time. It took 28 years to get here. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to lose that weight too. So think about that. And it's a short-term investment for the rest of your life. Now, as your trainer, I believe in you. I know you could do it. If you remain focused, if you remain resilient, and you hold yourself accountable or have a good accountability checklist, people that like myself or friends that keep you with there. Those are the three things: focus, resiliency, and accountability, and you will achieve your goal. Hey, 505-591-4700. I'd really appreciate if you would share this if you know of someone that would really care about it. I am so humbled and so honored to now be a top 5% podcast in this world. And I really, really, really do appreciate you. I'm super excited to eventually get on that top 100 list that's out there on Apple Podcasts, but I got to get to the 1%. So you have helped me get this far in just, 2 to 3 years, and I just really appreciate it. But it's taken time. It's taken time, and I've not given up. I've not given up. And so I hope that I walk the talk. Okay, so you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I know you can. This ADHD crazy ass CJ from little old Albuquerque 2-bedroom trailer in Jade Park over there, that's little old CJ, right? Never giving up. Hey guys, 505-591-4700. Please, please, please share this, rate it. I'd really appreciate it. From my heart to yours, remember, start strong, stay strong, always be evolve strong. Later, guys.